Hello everyone, this is Edgar with Joe's Gaming and Electronics, and today I'll be showing you how to replace your right swivel right here, this outside swivel on your Bose Ultras. And the tools you need for that is soldering iron, Phillips 2.0, pry tool. I use tweezers, you do not have to, but I got fat fingers, so it's a little difficult to grab the wires one by one. And this torque tool, this is just for one of the screws that's at an odd angle and you can't get in there with anything longer. And it is a T6 bit on there. All the tools will be in the description. And first we'll start off with popping off the ear pad. Sitting on clips, so pops off just like that. This is sitting on tape, comes out just like that. You'll have 3 screws on the right side to pull out 1, 2, 3. This 4th one, don't worry about that right now. Only 3 hold the speaker housing down. I already took one out to make it a little quicker so you don't get bored watching me unscrew everything. Now you grab that. To make this a lot easier, you want to take off the speaker so it's not in the way, makes things a lot easier. Now you got your main board right there, and the wires you need to take out to pull off this. First, we'll be using this. There's a T6 screw right there. Very difficult to see in this light, but it's right there that we need to get off. So grab this. It is one of the most annoying screws on any pairs of headphones I've ever worked on. That's the only tool to get in there that's like nice that we have, is this little torque tool. But it still just takes forever. It's at a weird angle. Just like that. Now we want to unsolder all the wires on this board right here. So grab our soldering iron. Also, it's good to use some soldering paste, which I do not have on me right now. Place your soldering paste on each of those points. A couple of these colors are very similar and you do not want to get them mixed up, but the wires are split by a little rubber thing right here so you know where the wires go. So these wires are split by that little rubber piece. So you know all these wires are the top wires except for this one strangler. I don't know why they did it like that and then add this one into here. And the rest of the colors and the rest of the wires are the bottom half. I already had solder paste on here, that's why solder points are coming off a lot easier and cleaner, just like that. Oh, one strangler, boom. Get all those off. There's a thing, what we can do here to make it a little bit easier to pull it out is now you unscrew this, makes you be able to move the board. So you can, once you unscrew that, it pops out pretty easily. This side's a little bit more annoying, but you should be able to just pick this up like this, put some pressure, and it comes off like that. Put that aside. Now, when you're here, my favorite part of the repair. Flip it upside down, 2 screws right here. These screws are a size smaller, a 1.5, but if you're very careful, the 2.0 will work perfectly for them. You just gotta put a little bit more pressure down. Once you get these 2 out, grab your tweezers. These little rubber brackets should pop out, but hey, if they're not popping out, that's fine. Now, you need to get them out of here, just like that. Put some pressure to the side. So you want to push them this way and this one this way. Pops out. Now you want to pop that up like that. Just pulls out in this rubber piece. You'll have a set like this. You can place that, pull out your wire and just pull it all the way through. Take that out. Now you can replace this. Throw the bad one away. Make sure to not lose that or this. Grab your new one and you want to make sure it's facing up like this. Grab all your wires. Do a little twirly too. And you're going to want to push them through the hole, tiny little hole here. It might take you a few tries to get it perfectly. Sometimes, as you can see, scrumping up like that. You want to restart and try to get it as circled up as possible.
Hey, this is Joe from the Sauna. If this video brought you value, please support us by buying parts, tools, refurbished electronics, or sending your device in for repairs so we can keep offering you free repair tutorials. Back to the video.
That. Pull all the way through. Boom. Just look at your wires to make sure none are messed up, but shouldn't have any effect there. Pull this all the way through. Now you want to pull it all the way through to the point of this angle right here. Your wire is always going to be bent here because it sits here, this place right here, for all its life. Put that back in, and boom. Now you know that's the length of the wire you need. The rest can be pushed back inside there, and you won't have any issues with anything else. This is also one of my favorite parts because now you gotta hold the headphones up like this. It's gonna be very hard for me to show you guys as this is one of the most difficult parts of the repair here, you want to grab this little metal piece. Let's first place that into here. See that little hole? You want to place that into there. This metal piece does not have any glue or anything on it to hold it in there. It moves very easily. You want to pick this up like this. You want to make sure this plastic piece is out. Oh, this is gonna be so difficult to show you guys, but we'll get the best angle we can. You want to push this back and then down, back on top. Make sure this metal piece is all the way through, and then grab your tweezers, or you can grab your prying tool, and make sure this metal piece is sitting on its flat ends down. Flat ends down, so you want to rotate this so its flat ends are down. So when you push it back into here, when you push it back into there, it holds. Ooh, let's make sure this goes back. Well, that might be too late. Yep, looks like that came off. Little shrink wrap. Well, luckily you have schematics, but be careful with that coming off, that little rubber piece that separates the wires. Now we want to grab the outside cup back, and the wires going through this hole. So I want to make sure you do that. Don't put it upside down. Right side up. Pick up the board, grab all your wires and put them through that hole you see right there. And that should just click right into place. Then on the other side, make sure this is leveled and in there. Grab your screw, change that to the other direction. And if you can, easiest way would be to try to get a couple turns in there with your fingers. Done. That screw is in, this side's in. Perfect. Now we're gonna want to solder all the wires back. I just did a quick photo, put it on my phone, place it near you so you can see the exact wires you will need. Grab your soldering paste, place the paste on a little bit of paste on every single point. We want to screw the board back on so we're not making any mistakes. Smart guy. Do this for a living and forgot a step. There you go. The reason I said it's good to try not to lose this rubber piece that moves or holds the wire separately is because there's this blue wire right here and one that's very similar right here. They're almost exactly the same color. They're both matte, but one is slightly brighter and one is darker. So that's the only reason I can tell. But usually the matte colors, most of the matte colors go to the top half and the glossy colors go to the bottom half. That's how I know the difference between the two. And we'll start off with the bottom half. Get this soldered on. Gotta make sure all the colors correct. Red, green, regular green. Where are your greens there? Did I lose a wire? I did not. For some reason this green's down here. Ah, there's my mistake. This one all the way over here. And then we got a gold. This little sneaky guy right there. That is the first bottom layer done. Now switch your photo to the next layer. And the first one I'm gonna place on is this blue and gold since it's already here. Black. And you wanna try putting the soldering on quickly, not holding the soldering iron too much on the points, as you could overheat the board. It is rare, but it does happen. So that's just a point of emphasis there. Be very careful. Make sure to touch up these solder points so they look good. As you see, put that in the wrong point. That, we got the blue one. Now we got the bright orange. Or just orange because of the brown. Light teal and brown. I'm gonna go over your points, make sure no 2 points are touching, that all the solder is on its exact point, no wires are sticking off. Now that we got that done, push the wires down a little bit to the side, that should be fine. Place your speaker ribbon back in, push down that point. Got a frame here a little bit, that can go straight down like that. Make sure when you're putting speaker down, this is lined up to that point, this is lined up to that point, this is lined up to that point. These little rivets are supposed to go in. And I can tell you right now, I have made a mistake. And that's your pop quiz for today. Where did I make my mistake? And now I'm gonna show you, make my mistake a little fun game time, I guess. I forgot to put these and the screws back in to the hinge. I was so stressed about placing this all correctly that I forgot to put these back. But luckily, for all of us, that's not an issue. As long as you don't pull it out like that, that's not an issue. Because now, after the matter of fact, we can place these back in. So I hope you noticed that I made a mistake there and you're asking questions in the video like, hey sir, you forgot to place the little plastic pieces back in. Why'd you do that? Oh, you finished the repair? No, I remembered. A little bit late, but I remembered. You just want to put a little pressure. Oh, sorry, get out of frame again. Man. So worried about the actual repair that I keep forgetting. I'm making a video. I gotta be in frame. Ah. Screw these back down. Hey sir, stay back in there. There you go. Needs a WD-40 on this 2.0. That's in place. There you go. Won't come out. It's good now. Place that back on. And just all sitting on pins. Squish it down. There you go, and that's how you replace your outside swivel on your Bose Ultras. I hope that was enjoyable and that was delightful and helpful, as I made a mistake, but it just shows you that you can make a mistake and still do the repair properly. Everyone, have a great day.
Thanks for watching the video, guys. If you guys love what we do, please support us. You guys can click on the links that we have on the end screen. You guys can buy our parts, sales, or service so we can continue to make great videos for you guys for many more years. Thank you.